first half.
For those of you just tuned in, he rolled his ankle badly earlier in that first half. 19-point lead. Sar again settles for a shot that probably was not what Adamson wanted.
And again, what we were saying kanina, Boom, after that initial screener movement of the plays of Adamson, nothing follows. No real constant, persistent off-the-ball movement after those first few passes. And that's what's missing from their offensive execution.
That was just impatience on the part of Adamson. That was early in the shot clock, too.
It's a defense that you don't see a lot of aggressiveness from the Soaring Falcons here right now.
3 to shoot. Milesio fades away. And Sar with another rebound. The forward pass to Ahanmisi. Jacks up the 3. Nope. Bernardo wisely doesn't come down with the ball anymore. Nisi Yakisobra moves. 17-point lead. Some headway here for the guys in white. A little more belief here that they can come back.
And you see the difference in the full court press of both teams.
Oh. That's the PS Bankable assist to Santillan. Send and receive payments ahora mismo with PS Bank Mobile.
And what I was saying a while ago, you see the difference in the full court press for both teams. For LaSalle, the pressure is from end to end. But for Adamson, once the ball gets over that half-court line, their pressure fades and sags off the LaSalle offensive players.
Rivero caught sliding for his third personal foul. Goy coming back in. Montalvo will come back in. Rivero, the older Rivero, also back in for Santillan. Reverend Father Aldrin Suan from Adamson University in attendance. A quick shot again after a foul.
And again, execution has been the bane for the Adamson Falcons here. And that's a big reason why they haven't really been able to get into any offensive flow.
And Bala forces the issue on Hill. Bala stares him down a little bit. The foul will probably be on Hill. But Sar preventing a three-point play opportunity. Just bullying his way inside. Sar was there as the last line. Freeze instant replay. Catching that one. 60-41. Hill will move out and look at him hobble to the bench as Lohera come right back in.
And Imbala just showing good recognition. Recognizing Hill was, injured ankle and all, was guarding him one-on-one. Puts the ball on the floor, puts his head down, just barrels his way to the basket.
5:26 to play. Lohera on your screen. Joining Manganti, Sar, Ingoy, and Bernardo.
And when Mbala played for Cameroon in the Afro-Basket, he was actually a combo forward, and he was used a lot on the wings and the perimeter. And I think he's really been able to bring a lot of those skills here today and show us just how improved he's been after that experience in Afro-Basket.
Looks like he loves that position, actually. Mbala with 25 points. Sar, obviously, as we've been saying, not in perfect condition. Starting for the very first time, has not made a field goal in this game. But I think today the assignment was more from a defensive standpoint.
And he's really not there to put up 20
especially now.
points and 10 rebounds, yes.
Because they know he's not 100%.
It's unrealistic to expect that from Papi Sar, but what you want from him is to fight for those rebounds, fight on the defensive, and make life tough for Ben Mbala. You can't really stop a guy like Mbala, but if you play well enough on defense, you can maybe slow him down.
Problem is, he has 3 fouls, and that will slow him down defensively.
That's true.
Montalvo, short for 3. Good box out there by Sar. Looking for his point guard. Ingoy trapped. Ingoy. Ball taken away. And again, Prince Rivero doing what he does best. A Milo Nutriap galing move of the quarter.
And that's what we were saying a while ago. The pressure of LaSalle is from baseline to baseline. And that's why you cannot let up if you're Adamson.
Ingoy with a quick 3 again.
That decision-making from Jerry Bingoy has always been a big question mark. And we saw that the last 2 sequences on offense for Adamson. He has taken 2 quick jumpers and just bad decision making from the former FEU baby taro now in Ateneo Blue Eagles.
Back to 20. That's the lead for LaSalle.
Stick to the press break too. Hindi ka pwedeng humingi dito, Prince. Hindi ka pwedeng humingi dyan. Now, Biggs, make yourself available on this spot. Okay? Huwag natin kunin yung spot ng mga small man. Okay? Ball is passed here. Pero simple lang naman yan. Oh, horse down. Guys, kailangan natin dalhin dyan eh. Kasi nawawala tayo sa rhythm. That's me. Okay? Dali natin dyan. Right spots. Right timing. Come on, execute the press break too. Come on.
Got the call on the players, guys. Play 2-3.
Kailangan natin dalhin dyan eh. Kasi nawawala tayo sa rhythm. That's me. Okay? Dali natin dyan. Right spots. Right timing. Come on, execute the press break too. Come on.
Got the call on the players, guys.
Not wanting to get his foot off the gas pedal, Coach Alden Ayo. BDO coaches winning ways with that lead.
And that's what you love about Coach Alden. You're up big, momentum definitely in your side, and it really seems like you are dominating this game, but he doesn't want the Green Archers to let up one bit. He's preaching phrases like not relaxing, keep that right timing, get to your spots. He wants his team to continue to be merciless and relentless.
Joshua Gonzalez back in the game. Kaya kasi siya nagagalit dahil sa mga ganyang play.
Yun lang.
Yan ang ginagawa nila sa Adamson the whole game. Mitsubishi, great play. Jerry Pingoy finishing that one. It's down to 16. Milesio knocks down, jacks up a 3. A forward pass to Loera against Gonzalez. Loera could not finish the play. Gonzalez says you got to earn it from the line.
And where was this Adamson fire and energy in the first 25 minutes of this ball game? Great timing right there on the interception by Jerry Pingoy. They sustained that defensive pressure in the next sequence, resulting in a defensive stop and 2 free throws for Kurt Lohera. We need to see more of that in the remaining 14 minutes of this contest.
They also need to shoot better from the free throw line. They're not getting a lot of points, so these freebies are very much important for them.
Lohera had a pretty good game in the Adamson's win this past weekend. He scored about 16 points. Could prove to be a really crucial piece for their Final Four drive this season 80.
Rivero. The miss, the tap goes back to LaSalle, and it will end with Milesio. And Rivero, who is a master underneath the bucket. A chippy twister's move, laying it up and in. Getting the lead back up 65-48.
Actually, some sloppy execution for LaSalle in that sequence,
2-on-1.
but a good pass by Milesio.
Good execution there by Sean Manganti. And a seat to cool it clean, fast break. Yep, short pass. Pingoy. 4-on-2. This is the closest Adamson has gotten in a very long time. It's down to a Baker's dozen lead after that Vivo perfect shot.
At yun yung sinasabi ni Coach Alden ng timeout ng LaSalle. Let's execute that press break. But so far, Adamson's been able to force around 4 turnovers so far.
Third personal foul for Kim Montalvo. Let's look at this finish. The wraparound pass to Papi Sar underneath. And then another one here. But Bernardo has been working hard throughout this game. Now, Pingoy making good decisions this time, as you saw on your McFree's instant replay.
Don't look now, Boo, but it's just a 13-point deficit staring Adamson at the face.
Oh!
Yun lang.
Leaving his feet without a receiver. Look at that passing. Oh! Baltazar comes in now.
There you go. One of your favorite
Yan
players.
yung Baltazar. Wala pa yung Santi
Hindi pa nagsabay eh.
Hindi pa nagsabay eh. Justin Baltazar, of
In
course.
that previous defensive sequence, that part where Lohera was caught, that's a dead spot.
It's a great foul by Bernardo, making sure that hindi na maiangat ni Baltazar yung bola. He played very well in the juniors, especially in their championship game for National University.
That's true. Baltazar, one of the most promising young bigs in college basketball today. You see a bit of a thin frame for Baltazar. You want to see him bulk up a little bit. But I was mentioning a while ago, Bo,
Yeah, I think he's a little thicker though than last year.
Compared
but still,
to last year,
But still, yeah, with Trotter and Santillan and Bala there, he's skinny.
that's true. That's true.
He is skinny.
Compared to those guys. And in the last sequence, in that turnover from Lohera, he was forced to that dead spot by LaSalle. And that's what makes LaSalle's press so dangerous.
We are at 19-11 right now in the quarter. Adamson in the lead in terms of scoring, 19-11. Fake by Montalvo. Gets into the thick of that traffic and gets it up and in after a Milo Nutrium drive on the corner and an answer back by the Green Archers to bring it back up to 14. Looks like hot tea. Being sipped by Coach Franz Pomar. Parang ano, as you look at the schedule, and as I said last Sunday, it's not going to get easier for anybody here. It's going to be a tough road as all teams are really fighting, and I'm not just saying that. Minsan sa dulo na nga lang nagkakatalohan. Dito, maaga naman bumitaw itong Lasal, pero Adamson trying to make a comeback here. Down to 14. It was up 24 earlier. Manganti puts it up and in.
Nice move. Quick first step for Sean Manganti.
Yamaha big move courtesy of the wing player for Adamson University as we approach the 2-minute mark. Down to 12 and a turnover. Manganti loses possession, recovers just in time, and Hill unable to get it back. DLSU after the first quarter, Enzo scoring 36 points. They've only scored 32 since. Nice fake! And a highlight play by Jerry Pingoy, who's in the middle of this Adamson run. RCBC Savings Bank, nakakabilib play.
Well, he's been a spitfire for Adamson on both ends, defensively and offensively. And Pingoy is such a joy to watch if he makes those right decisions.
This is like baby tama raw Pingoy.
Yes, exactly. He did that so well for FEU in his high school days.
Gonzalez missing.
And Pingoy really is at his best in transition.
You know,
As
Sar,
you can see here.
yeah, and a Rajon Rondo play right there. With a fake and then the finish. Jerry Pingoy. By the way, Sar may have not been scoring well, but he's getting these rebounds. He's at 10 right now. He's been boxing out better than he did in that first half.
And what you like about what Coach Franz is doing here is he's sticking to his strong five. Even if, it's clear that Papi Sarr is huffing and puffing already, he knows the only way for Adamson to really stick with these guys is if he sticks with his best five.
And it's a two-point guard setup right now. As Pingoy feeling it. And again, the offensive rebound. Papi Sar with a fake. Another chance. Sticks it back on the third try, and it's down to 10 with under a minute to play in the third quarter.
And medyo hirap lang si Papi Sar. Not a lot of lift on those legs, but you love his resiliency, his aggressiveness, what he's showing on the glass.
9 second chance points by Adamson this quarter. Trotter wild on the drive, trying to fish for the fourth foul of Sar. Sar is lagging behind. He is tired. Pingoy looking for a screen. Pingoy drives in the thick of it. 3-point shot on the way. Bullseye from Jerick Adisi. And it's down to single digits after the great taste, grade 3, and an 18-5 run by Adamson University.
And did you see this coming, Boom?
Not with the kind of energy that Adamson showed in the first half, but now they have ratcheted it up. And a positive end. Are they going to review that?
We'll
no,
see.
is it off? That's like borderline, right?
I think borderline. So I think they should review it just to be sure.
70-61 is our score after being up by 24 points. As Jerick has it.
No.
Anong borderline? Kayong dalawa, tumahimik kayo. Malayo. We got a game. 70-61, La Salle ahead by 9. We're back here inside the Mall of Asia Arena. La Salle scored 36 first quarter points. They're at 70 right now. Adamson, who only had 12 points in that first quarter, are now at 61. That 24-point lead is down to 9.
Well, you love the aggressiveness, the energy in that third quarter from Adamson, and they're not done. Papi Sar with a nice baby hook over Abu Trotter.
I honestly expected Coach France to sit him down a little bit, but no. He's on the floor. Benembala not on the floor for La Salle. So La Salle scored 34 points, Enzo, in 2 quarters after scoring 36 in that first, while Adamson scoring 49.
And there have been a lot of sparks for Adamson. Sean Manganti is one, Jerry Pingoy is one, Jerick Adisi with that big shot near the end of the third period.
And so, what happened? Tell us what happened, because it looks like Sar commits a 4th personal foul, and this is big. This is big. And Mbala is going to come back into this game. It seemed like there was really X's and O's there in that run of theirs. As you look at this McFreeze instant relay, you just can't do that if you're
Bad foul, silly foul for
You just
Papi
can't.
Sar.
There were no X's and O's. I believe it was all about energy for Adamson.
Energy, aggressiveness, and like what Ren Ritualo mentioned at halftime, a lot of heart. And sometimes those intangibles just really push players to, make the right plays, make the right decisions.
And no Papi Sar, Coach Alden Ayo brings back Benembala, and he scores right away, 72-63. Let's check in with Eileen Shee.
And so today's game may have been a walk in the park for the Green Archers, but they know that it is not over until the final buzzer sounds. With the Adamson squad turning up the energy, the Green Shirts have to play like they have been during the first few quarters, which is by sticking to the game plan. Finally, Abu rallies his team by saying don't stop in the hope of hyping his teammates. With the Archers bringing the same grit and tenacity, they are again hoping to close out today's game with a win. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Eileen. And interesting, Coach Ayo sees that Papisar is not there. So, Benembala and Abu Trotter are both playing as Robbie Manalang cuts this lead down again. By the way, Robbie with 16 points in this game.
And you see Adamson really matching LaSalle's intensity here in this final period. Nice looking pull-up three from Robbie Manalang. And the defensive intensity shown by Adamson, forcing LaSalle's guards into some difficult decision-making spots.
Lumaylay no? Lumaylay din yung enerhiya nitong ng LaSalle.
A little bit, yes.
Their sharpness.
Yes.
They were so sharp in that first quarter.
So a lot of credit to Adamson, the fact that they haven't given up yet, and they are within striking distance here, down by only 7 points.
There's a certain sense of belief right now for Adamson University, which they did not have in that first half when it went up to 24. And at halftime, by the way, mga kaibigan, mga kapamilya, halftime natin, 22 po ang abante ng LaSalle, 55-33.
And you said, boom, that sharpness has gone away from LaSalle. We started that last sequence. But when you have Benembala defending the basket like that,
goodbye.
Wow.
I did see Coach Ares here. That looked like a spike.
Man.
And a swat by Benoit. McFree's instant replay. I like how Loera is attacking, though. He's attacking him in his body, but that's just pure athleticism. Defensive recovery by Benembala. Ang anti-misses.
But again, you like the aggressiveness being shown by Adamson. They're attacking the defense of LaSalle. Hopefully, in a couple of plays, they're going to be able to force some fouls.
Short. Rivero skies for that rebound. He's up against Loera. That's the matchup. Rivero crossing over. Sets up Abu. Abu spins back. Loera was there to take it away. He spun into trouble. Itong si Abu Trotter.
And just a lot of defensive stops going the way of Adamson right now. They have to capitalize.
Manalang. Escape dribble. Off to the left for the three.
And Adamson's
up.
Whoa, big call right here.
Fourth personal for Kim Montalvo, who claims it was a solid screen. I didn't see it, Enzo. What did you see?
Well, we have to see the replay first, but it seems like he wasn't really able to set himself well. And maybe, I will see it here.
Kasi sa tagilid, gano'n.
Tagilid, yes. It was his shoulder that hit Lohera. His right shoulder.
Okay.
So he wasn't squared up properly for that particular screen, as it was Melesio going around that pick.
Andre Karakut back in the game for Kid Montalvo now. Pingoy also back in the game for Adamson. He was one of the reasons why they made that run. Pingoy. Manganti throws up a three. Not that time. Lohera taps it away, but it will go to LaSalle here. As we check in with Nicole Sumagi. Nicole?
Boom and Enzo, this is the game that the coaches want to see from the boys. Coach Franz knows that these boys can definitely soar higher. Ayon nga kay Coach Franz, we have to set aside our egos because this is a team-oriented game, so we have to play as a team. Back to you, Boom and Enzo.
Thank you very much, Nicole. As Benembala is now tied his UAAP personal best. He set that last year with 30 points, and on that emphatic dunk, he ties it again.
Well, Adamson's defense caught napping there in the baseline. Benembala, how can you miss him on defense? But that's exactly what Adamson did.
I think they didn't miss him. He just got away with that fantastic spin. It was an incredible spin. Speaking of, sayang.
Yun lang.
Ganda nung galaw ni Santi. Natawagan lang. We're gonna see that again, don't worry. You see the spin. Look at this. Oh man, look at that. Spin cycle and the rack attack from Ben Mbala, tying his UAAP personal best.
You love how Mbala just caught Adamson out of position there.
Back in a moment. Back here inside the Mall of Asia Arena for this game between LaSalle and Adamson, Boom Gonzalez, Enzo Flojo, LaSalle's upcoming matches. That's why the UP Fighting Maroons coaching staff are here. Then the Growling Tigers, the Red Warriors, and then that showdown against their arch rivals. Have they settled down here talking about LaSalle, Enzo?
It seems so, but I also like the adjustment of Coach Franz of having 2 point guards on the floor. That gives him a lot more fluidity and versatility to break the press of the Green Archers.
Bernardo hesitated, created some space, comes up short. Sar is back in the game, and he was held back by Ben Mbala. And they were telling Bernardo to go for that first move already.
But the intimidation factor of Ben Mbala just, I think, got into Bernardo's head.
Well, yeah. I don't blame him at all.
I mean, I'd probably take the same kind of shot if I'm going up against Ben Mbala.
I'd probably run out of the Coliseum. 13. Bernardo is trapped. That will be LaSalle ball. Nagpanic.
Just not the right decision for Bernardo in that sequence. But again, that aggressiveness of the defense of the De La Salle Green Archers just forces you into those kinds of decision-making positions.
It's like the light is slowly turning off after that double team just closes on you.
And talking about good defense, Jerry Pingoy with great one-on-one pressure defense against Andre Caro, but that's sticking with his man. Active hand, staying aggressive. There you go.
The point guard setup continues for Coach Franz. Sar finishing the play from Jerry Pingoy.
Nice pass from Pingoy.
Nisin niya kay sobrang move.
Good pass from Pingoy. Again, some signs of life for Adamson here.
Hey.
LaSalle not out of the woods.
Richie thought about the three. He saw Papi Sar. Manalang. Bernardo. Manalang for three. Oh, wow. What a missed opportunity for Adamson there for Bernardo.
Could have gotten the deficit down to 5. It's lowest it's been since the first quarter.
Santi babies the first shot but works hard on the second shot. Milo Nutriap galing move at the quarter and it's back to 9.
And we were talking about Santillan's work ethic and his energy and his hustle. We saw all that in that sequence. Missed his shot, trailed it, got the offensive board and a putback for Santillan.
Bernardo from 16. It's a little wild. Mbala will go all the way for the bang! train.
Man,
And then Mbala,
man.
shippy twisters move. It's like a truck coming at you. And the license plate right at the forehead
And I think
of Bernardo.
we gotta have someone check Bernardo if he's still alive after getting run over by Ben Mbala. Ben Mbala showing those wingman skills, showing the handles, the ability to put it on the floor and finish with contact.
Taking numbers.
Man, taking names.
Yeah.
Oh man.
32 points. Now a new personal UAAP best. Ben Mbala. Bernardo should be given a free spa GC for tonight. Not only because of that, the way he's played today.
Yes. And you gotta admire the way he's played Mbala the whole
Yes,
game.
exactly. Ang sakit sigurado ng katawan niya
Grabe.
pag-gising niya bukas. Miscommunication here, and it will go to LaSalle again. The lead is back to double digits.
And I think maybe Hamisi thought the ball was tapped from behind him.
Here's an interesting thing. So Mbala now with 32 points, 12 rebounds. Nobody else in double figures. Or LaSalle. They come into this game, Enzo, having 7 players average in double figures. So I mentioned that, and I want to go back to our initial conversation in the first quarter as Manalang misses a 3. How does it change the LaSalle game now that Mbala is back? Yes, they're probably still going to win. But in the long run, how is it going to change the game for them? Because they played incredible passing in that first 2 games, 14 assists in the first game, 22 against National University, with 7 players averaging in double figures.
Well, as we see this drive by Mbala go awry, I think what changed for LaSalle here is they really more consciously look for their big men. In that first half, the 2 leading scorers were Mbala and Abu Travis.
And Adamson is not out of it as Anisi gets it to go. Back to 8 with 3:24 to play. They've got to have stops, talking about Adamson.
Remember that in the previous game that LaSalle won. Nice move right there.
Yes, so slippery. This kid, Milo Nutri up drive of the quarter for Double R, Richie Rivero.
And as I was saying, Boom, in the first couple of games, it was the backcourt of LaSalle that really propped them up. But with Mbala back, that front line becomes more dangerous for the Green Archers.
Avi Manalang missing from the elbow. Montalvo playing with 4 fouls. Sar playing with 4 fouls. Alessio to the cutting. Santi
nice.
Santillan cannot finish, but they get the ball back. Rivero with a left hand, still no go. And it goes back to LaSalle. He gets a little fancy. Manganti picks it up. Montalvo is there. Breaks up the play. And that's where he earns his stripes.
That's
Kip
true.
Montalvo, just so smart defensively. 100%, Manulife, 110% heart and hustle player. Look at him anticipate where Manganti's going to go. And Manganti bobbles the possession.
Montalvo's a very wily, cunning defensive player, forcing Manganti to mishandle the basketball in what could have been an easy 2 points in transition.
Or his 5th foul. Those are the 2 consequences of that drive.
Such a smart player, this Kip Montalvo.
Misses on that jumper though. With 4 on their 24 left. 10-point lead. For those who just tuned in, this was up at 24 in the first quarter and then up 22 at the end of the first half. They go up top. 2 seconds to shoot. Rivero launches and is blocked by Hill. He's off to the races, but Lohera doesn't see him. Bigoy, in the last 2 minutes, brought to you by PS Bank Mobile. May Pay Me, Touch ID, and in-app OTP. The deep waters of this game, and it's a 10-point deficit of Adamson University. For Adamson University, rather.
And in that last baseline inbounds play, Boom, we saw that LaSalle was really consciously looking for Ben Mbala, and that's really what's changed in this game in terms of the game plan for De La Salle.
It's
instead of really having an offense focus on the perimeter and their guards. Remember, they're the #1 perimeter scoring team heading into this game. They've really gone to their well. A well named Ben Mbala.
Hasn't dried up until now. Sar. And Mbala up. They might call it down.
Yeah, that's a goaltend.
It looked good. I mean, Richie Rivero climbing the ladder looked good, but we call it goaltending on that one.
If that were clearly an air ball, maybe they would have let it go. But clearly, they would have been able to hit the front end of that rim.
There was a chance there. There was a chance for the ball coming in. 8-point lead. LaSalle looking for the knockout punch here. And they're 3-0 team standing. That's what they're aiming for. So Tillian against Hill. Go back to Richie. Trying to break down Misi. Double team on him.
Great
Mbala.
defense from Adamson.
Oh, that's too strong. He hesitated. He wanted to take the 3 and then at the last moment go to Santillan.
And again, great defensive rotation. Great switching by the Adamson Soaring Falcons. This is what we missed from them for the most part of that first half. Dahil nga dun sa gulpit-gulat na received nila from the Green Archers.
That closeout on Rivero was crucial. Last-ditch stand here for the Soaring Falcons.
So mathematically possible for them to pull the rug from under the Archers, but they gotta be quick.
Ingoy against Rivero. By the way, Mbala has 9 turnovers in this game. The one
that's the only chink in his armor today.
Sar avoids the defense, gets it back. Ball will stay with him.
And we've seen Papi Sar miss a few gimmies today already. Just again, a testament to his not being 100% physically.
It's a perfect way to say it. That it's timing, it's actual game conditions, conditioning. Mbala, if you're interested to find out the numbers, 4 blocks, 32 points, his new UAAP best, 10 rebounds, almost a triple-double with 9 turnovers.
Well, not that kind of triple-double you'd want to see if you're Aldedayo.
This is his first game with LaSalle today.
Didn't skip a beat from his dominant Afro-basket production, too. He was easily Cameroon's best player in that tournament. And as you can see here, just not a lot of lift from Papi Sar. Just not the same kind of Papi Sar we've accustomed to see the past 2 seasons.
Manalang pops out. Oh, and he steps, breaks, not going. Adamson's way right now. 8-point lead.
Whatever momentum Adamson gets stifled by their own mistakes. So many missed opportunities for the Soaring Falcons.
Heard Ben Mbala's footsteps, that's why. Pretty loud footsteps.
Turnover story we see here. One reason Adamson was able to get back. They were able to force, just like,
They're going to review that. They're going to review that, so don't worry.
But they were able to force a lot of turnovers from LaSalle, especially in the second half.
Great closeout there by Sar. Oh, it might be off Rivero.
Yes.
Sar just closed the door.
And I don't think anybody called a foul on an Adamson player. So definitely, at least from that vantage point, it seemed clearly that Rivero had the last touch.
Oh, the door is open still here. Or at least a window. Look at that. No foul. They did not call a foul. Ooh, now this angle changes everything though. Was there a little bit of a leg there?
I think we might have to see that again.
Yeah. Wow.
Maybe from that vantage point.
It looked like there was a little bit of Papi Sar leg. A little bit.
But we can see here they're giving the possession.
Not yet. Oh, yeah. They are going to give it to Adamson. Okay, here's another angle, and
a closer look. Does that ball hit Papi Sar's thigh or knee?
Ooh.
Close.
That is close. That is tough. It looked like the ball did change direction a little bit.
Yes.
A little bit. But, well, the call will remain, and it will be Adamson ball. Richie Rivero commits his 5th personal foul. LaSalle not yet over the limit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, one more foul to give. And I think that was just a bit of frustration
yeah.
from Richie Rivero. You know, he had a very good second game when they were able to win this past weekend against NU. But today, just not able to find any flow or rhythm, talking about Richie Rivero. And of course, a big part of that is LaSalle focused their offense on Ben Imbala. And that's how things have changed for De La Salle in this game.
Ingoy. And a costly, expensive turnover for Adamson University.
And that defensive stop will probably be the stop to end or put the outcome beyond doubt in this game.
The one-hander kind of a pass, sometimes really risky, but that aside, and that's the turnover that will kill them here, but that aside, Jerry Pingoy, in that run, in that furious run of theirs, was a key player, especially after putting up two quick, ill-advised three-point shots. Remember, Enzo? Bumawi siya.
Yes.
He made that rally go as far
He and
as
Manganti
they get.
were the big sparks in that third quarter.
And Bernardo.
Yes,
we have
that's
to mention
true.
Bernardo.
And that's what you have when you have Jerry Pingoy. He will make mistakes, but there are spurts in the game, the stretches where he's going to make some good decisions. As we see Papi Sar wincing in pain right now.
You talk about the lack of conditioning, really. It's now coming in.
And we'd love to see how many minutes he's played. But Papi Sar has
26
minutes.
The most he's played, obviously.
And he's hardly seen any rest in the second half. We saw him huff and puff as early as the third quarter.
He only played 11, close to 12 minutes. He played 26 today, and obviously because he wanted to personally welcome back Ben Imbala to the UAAP. We have to give him credit too.
Oh, definitely.
Papi Sar deserves credit.
Despite all the physical constraints he's had to play with today,
he was overpowered by that guy.
Yes, it's fair to say that Papi Sar has, given whatever he's been able, whatever he's capable of giving today for Adamson's cause.
In that run of theirs, Enzo, he rebounded well, he defended well.
Yes.
He may have not stopped all the plays, but he closed out well and he rebounded well. But LaSalle, with 19 seconds, is staring at the 3-0 team standing. Seconds to play and a 10-point lead for the defending champs. You look at Papi Sar, 16 rebounds in 26 minutes, 12 points in this game, and he's coming off a game where he only played 10 minutes, scored
11 points in
and
that
4
first
rebounds.
game.
Again, his average last year was 14 and 15 as Anmisi here challenged and closed out again by Kid Montalvo. This game, as great as that run by Adamson was, that first half lead, and probably just too big, and there was just too much Ben Imbala going on.
Yes.
Couldn't stop it.
They just had no answer for LaSalle's press. Ben Imbala's energy and aggressiveness on offense, and those first 8 minutes or so that buried them way behind LaSalle.
Okay. Here's my question to you, Enzo. This is going to be a LaSalle win already with 10 seconds. If you're a LaSalle fan, faithful, are you concerned? Yes, you're going to go 3-0. Are you concerned with the way they played today? Nobody else in double figures. Ben Imbala all the way. Should you be concerned, or should you just take this? This is one of those games.
We should be a little concerned, I guess, because you don't want to see just one guy dominating for your team. As dominant as Ben Mbala was, you'd love to see a bit more balance, especially given the depth of De La Salle's roster.
Well, at the end of the day, I'm sure they'll say, hey, we're 3-0.
Yes.
But Coach Ayo, knowing how he is, there's a lot to talk about this game because, they allowed that run to happen too. Yun nga, sabi nga niya sa ating, di ba, sa mga reporters natin, kay insider natin, kay Angelique, gusto niya ibaon. Ibaon ng ibaon kay Eileen, di ba? Really show no mercy. As we look at our Insular Life 1 in a million performance by obviously Ben Mbala right there, one of the highlights, one of the many highlights that he had today, offensively and defensively. As usual, he was swatting shots, dunking the ball, and bullying everybody around. Nananagasa at umaararo ng depensa. See Ben Mbala, look at him there.
And as great as he was last year, he just showed a lot more weapons in this game. He had a couple of threes, put the ball on the floor.
Our olive place winning team, obviously, LaSalle. So again, going back, Coach Alden Ayo will definitely look at that run that they allowed. They allowed Adamson to hang around and threaten them. Yes. Down to 7, right?
Down to 7
From
points.
24. Perfectionist that he is, that's what he's going to look at. He's not going to look at the 3-0 team standing for sure. PS Bankable Player of the Game brought to you by PS Bank Auto Loan. Isang tulog lang, may kotse ka na.
And Ben Mbala, 32 points, 10 boards, 4 emphatic block shots.
And if you're Ben, you got to look at the 9 turnovers.
That's the thing you have to improve on, yes. But what a welcome back party for Ben Mbala.
Jet lag yung laro niya, no?
medyo
jet
lag pa sa dating na yan.
Medyo off. You can blame the 9 turnovers on jet lag. But it's good to see him again. Ben Mbala, the big numbers that he posted in Afro basketball, almost 22 points and a little over 9 rebounds. Gatorade Fierce Player matchup. Hanmisi wins this one, numbers-wise.
Yes.
But as I said earlier in the pregame, halftime, Kid Montalvo is not usually judged by numbers.
Montalvo affects the game in so many ways. Usually the ways that don't show up on the stat sheet. But in terms of numbers,
defensive stop
yes, against Banganti, yes, very smart, cunning defensive play right there by Kid Montalvo.
That was crucial. That was very crucial. Shelby Power, most efficient player, as he continues to rack up and clean up the post-game awards here.
And
Ben Mbala.
Ben Mbala might be a little late to the UAAP Season 80 party, but what
he's
a statement. Yeah, what a statement game from Big Ben.
Oo nga, no? Sabi niya, hey, I'm down 2 games. Let me catch up with the numbers. With this game against
Partida
Adams.
na yung mga iba.
Games on Saturday, UST and FEU. By the way, all happening here. Mall of Asia Arena. And then LaSalle will go up against the Fighting Maroons. That should be interesting. Was it UP one of the teams that also got them? No. Sorry, it was Tineo got them last year.
Yes.